The topic is Unique Concepts of Tennessee, and we have with us to talk about Unique Concepts of Tennessee, Miss Evelyn Gordon. Ms. Gordon, before we had our first commercial break, I think we sort of promised that we'd give you an opportunity to go into some detail dealing with unique concepts of Tennessee, and perhaps to talk about some of your more recent activities that would sort of highlight that particular organization. Let's give you an opportunity to do that.
Unique Concepts is a company that we did a humongous amount of planning and development, trying to get into the market, the black small business market, to find out what were the weaknesses and strengths and what were the needs. So what I decided to do from my company's perspective, with the experience that I've had working with small businesses, taking surveys, having seminars, and just having people to talk to me, was to get a perception of how they are viewing or how they're looking at what's going on in the marketplace. We've got businesses that we know that are coming into our community, the Hispanic market, the Mexican market, the Japanese, the Vietnamese market. They're doing some positive things. We want to see what it is that they're doing so that we can prosper from benefiting what we need to do. I think that the small business market is diminishing because we have issues that we need to address. My company is bringing to the table, when we do networking events, for example, we believe that you need to teach. Having the standard networking, exchange business cards, I don't think that that's as effective as it needs to be. What we try to do, we introduce to the market a teaching side of it. We say to you that you have politics that are involved. This is a major entity. This is the reason why some of the things that we're able to do, the procurement processes, government grants and programs that are geared toward the small business market. Yeah, we happen to be a black entity, but we deserve part of that market share too. We spend something like $14 billion into the economy, and we're not getting a fraction of that.
And you are saying that you have to know something about that market.
You have to know something about that market.
Go on. I didn't mean to go on.
You have to know something about that market to understand, you know, what all the nuts and bolts and the hurdles that you're going to have to go through. And then we want people to understand that don't go just to the bank because it's your banker and you think that you're going to be able to get these benefits. There is a big picture here. You need to know how to do loan packaging. You need to know what that bank's expectations are, because a lot of times we go to the bank and we get upset because we're not privileged to the information. Where the group like ourselves, we actually sit you down, we look at what you're trying to do, and then we steer you in the direction that we need to steer you. And we'll even show up to assist you. There are questions that you may not be able to ask, but at least your foundation will have been laid.
And so in a real sense, I think we know a number of activities that are geared really in a real sense of trying to bring African-American small businesses into the wider market.
Right.
But what you're saying here, Ms. Gordon, is that you believe that the teaching process, that is, unless these individuals are aware of the existence of these grants and other items that in many instances might be designed specifically, not necessarily because they are black businesses, but primarily because they are small businesses. And so if they don't know anything about that, and they only have an opportunity periodically, once a year, to come out to some kind of conference that will tell them about that, you're saying that there has to be something that bridges the gap between that one. Go on and talk about some of you mentioned some of the weaknesses that you find in terms of African-American business.
Some of the weaknesses we find is that the businesses need to become part more of the community. There are a lot of venues out here for information. What we're trying to do as a company, we want to open that up. The event that I had on yesterday basically put together a new group of people, totally different businesses. They came into an arena, they showed their wares, and then from that, we also had people from the mayor's office, people from the banking industry, people from any type of venue that I have gotten feedback from the business market, preferably the vendors, who wanted to know they wanted to know about different questions about, okay, how do I get my business started? How do I go about doing that? How do I go into the banking arena? How do I get how do I get training for my staff that I don't have the budget for to educate them? How do I get my business plan off the ground? That kinds of things. And it was really great. It was really great. And from that, we are holding hands. We're actually keeping people abreast of what's going on. We are in the process of planning events that will go into the churches, because we think that that's another market, a huge market. I think that if we get through to the ministries, that they'll see that you've got a business. Everybody in this economy, whether you are a consumer or a business person, you contribute to the market share. I believe that when we educate, what about businesses? When you've got corporate America laying off every day, merging, positioning companies, small businesses don't do this. We have had a wonderful year of bottom line. We've not laid anyone off. I think that we need to empower that type of information to our markets. We need to let them see what role that you play. You play a major role. As a matter of fact, we play a bigger role in the economy than the corporate businesses. They have the layers of concerns that take care of whatever problems. We don't have that luxury. If we make a mistake, it surfaces. We're gone. And so what I'm trying to do is come up with ideas and concepts. People think you got to have a whole lot of money to start business. You don't have to have a lot of money. All you have to know is where the resources are. And people like my company, we want to empower businesses that if you need a business license, talk to us. There may be someone who can fund that business license. Don't let certain hurdles prevent you from taking care of what you need to take care of and your dreams. That's what we're about. I myself, I'm now involved with Hands of God's Recovery Ministries. They are a transitional ministry for men coming out of the prison system. Well, we know that we've got a problem with them getting back into society and having jobs available. I myself hired someone. They've got business checks and background checks and all this kind of stuff. But we don't want people to be positioned where if you're coming back into society, we've got something for you also.
Okay, and of course, Ms. Gordon, we're getting ready for our second commercial break. But one of the things I think that we'd like to try to emphasize, beginning with this third segment, is that there are many opportunities that are available, and I think dealing with the procurement process, but people don't know where to go. And I think that in a real sense, your business will serve such a need. And of course, we'll be back with you following this very, very short commercial break. The topic is unique.